As you know that yesterday we have started with the direct indirect, that is narration. We have done for all simple type of sentences. Today we are revising for, you can say, interrogative sentences. Okay, now in case of interrogative sentences, you know, for interrogative sentences what we have, ultimately questions are asked in these. So what are the rules? Let us just first of all revise the rules if you have forgotten. Okay, so first of all, that is the interrogative or the interrogative sentence is changed into assertive. Okay, it is changed into assertive. Okay, it means that sign of this will change into full stop. This is one thing. Okay, in place of said and said to, what we used asked or inquired. What we used asked or inquired, it is used, right? Then afterwards, then conjunction that, not used. Conjunction that is never used. We are not using that. In interrogative sentences, when we change narration, we are not using that. Remember this. If that is not used, then what is used? If or whether. Okay, what is used? If or whether. But now if or whether in all sentences? No. Yes. So now next further we are moving. So where it is used, just listen to me. Okay, so sentences, there are two type of sentences, with yes or no reply or without yes or no replies. So these are the different type of sentences we have. Now here, how we will change? So without, for example, first of all, let us come with without yes or no. For example, he said, what are you doing? Okay, so this is the example here. So now see here, what are you doing? Here we are not expecting answer in yes or no. So what will be the answer to be expected for here? We will see, we will say, we will give the answer, I am writing in the notebook, I am doing my work. Okay, so in this manner, just a moment, two students have entered, let me enter them. Okay, so it means that we are not expecting an answer in yes or no for these. Okay, then in these cases, in place of said, we are using asked. Okay, so here no if or whether, no if or whether, nothing is to be used, nothing is to be used. Simple. He asked what I was doing. Okay, the other rules will be applicable of tenses. जो हम बाकी change करते हैं, that will be followed here. Clear? Huh? How? Yes. How are you now? He asked me how I was then. Subject first. Put subject first. Remember this thing. First you will put subject, then helping. That's fine? Yes. Okay. Yeah? Yes. Now, yes or no? Now, other questions with what we are, which are here, mainly these questions are which are starting with helping verbs. For example, which type of helping verbs, like you know, is, am, are, has, have, had, modal auxiliaries, was, were also, yes, modal auxiliaries, will, shall, would, should. So many, okay? You know helping verbs, okay? Or do, does, if it is there, okay? Do, does, did, okay? If they are, so this I will discuss afterwards, okay? So if they are starting with helping verb, for example, the teacher said, are you listening to me. Now, how it will be changed? The teacher asked. Now, yes, here are you listening to me? First of all, ask yourself, is this expecting an answer in yes or no? Here, are you listening to me? It is expecting an answer in yes or no? Yes. You will say yes, I am listening. Or you will say no, I'm not listening. Okay, it is expecting answer in yes or no. So then here you will use if or whether. What will be used? If or whether is to be used. For example, the teacher asked, very good, if I was listening to her at the end, full stop. So easy. Okay, now next, where do, does and did are there. So then these will be removed. These will be removed. For example, suppose the man said, do you understand me? So now here, see what is there. Here, do you understand me? Again, it is expecting an answer in yes or no. The man will say, yes, I understand you, or I am not understanding you, right? So now here in this case, remove this do, does and did. Then start, if I understood him. Means do, does, did, they are removed. It means three main things we have to remember. I don't think so it is difficult to remember these three things. With yes or no, without yes or no. Without yes or no is very simple. You don't have to use if or whether. Without means no if or whether. Okay. So just change according to the rules that we have. The other one is with yes or no. Now here either the questions they will start with helping verbs, modal auxiliaries, use if or whether, or if do, does, did is there, then remove do, does, did and make the sentence in assertive form. So I hope that now the rules are clear. Yes. Now who will repeat the rules? In case of interrogative, yes, Parthiv can. Yes, Parthiv. First of all, said is changed to asked. Okay, conjunction that is not used. Okay, conjunction that is not used. And then ultimately, what we are using in place of that, we are using if or whether. What we are using? If or whether we are using. But for all we are using if or whether, no. Not for all we are using if or whether. Where we are using? Yes, with yes or no answer. Where if the answers are without yes or no, then no if or whether is to be used. So where if or this you can say where the questions they are starting with simple yes. For example, he asked what I was doing. Okay, you will not remove question words. Do, does, did ho, so you will remove do, does, did. That's all. Clear? Very easy. Okay, now let us start some exercise. Let us do some exercise. I really feel very bad when during exams your narration goes wrong. If so much of practice is being done, I don't think so it must go wrong. Okay, so let us do. Suppose the first one, now write in rough notebooks. Okay, only answers. Only answers. I'm writing questions on board. You will write only answers. The school prefect said, why aren't you in class? Just asked why I was not in class. Very good. Next, my aunt said, how do you feel? How I felt. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Next, Neha said to Firoz, Why are you late? Why he was late. Very good, very good. Gunjan said, where are basketball matches? Basketball. Wait a minute. Basketball matches going to be held. Were going to be held. Very good. Very good. So now you are doing it well. Sarthak, you can come to that side. I don't think so. Go behind Priyansh. Saksham, you are getting, beta? Visible hai? Right. Kajal said, may I use your pen? Kajal's. Yes, because may I use your pen? Yes, you can. No, you cannot. So it is expecting an. Huh? No. This is not a polite request. Question mark is there at the end. This is, of course, a question. Interrogative only. You can't make it in exclamatory. We will move in the next step towards exclamatory. If she might, may will change into might. If she might use her pen. Clear? Can will change into could, may into might. Okay, remember this. Shall into would, would, will into would also. The driver said, can I leave now? Now will change into then. Now will change into then. If he could leave, then. Okay, if he could leave, then. Fine. Good. Now some more examples. Let us do some more examples. The next one is Pankaj said, where did you find this time? Where I found that time, because this will change into that. Huh? Pankaj, yes. Pankaj said where, yes. The teacher said, why have you been absent? Why have you been absent for the teacher asked why I had been, because has have will change into had, because simple present perfect will change into past perfect tense. It will change into past perfect tense. My host said, are you Comfortable. Yes, my host asked. My host asked if I was comfortable. Very good. She asked, do you like this room? Very good. She asked if I liked that room. If I liked that room. Varun said, why do you want it? To take up science. Okay, yes. Why I wanted to take up science. Fine. Right? So finally, in this manner, you will do interrogative sentences. Okay. So is there any problem now? Okay. Fine. In revision test 1, I think it is interrogative tell. Your exclamatory, it is in this term or it is in PT2. It was in PT3. PT3. Yes. PT3. It is according to syllabus. Okay, I'm going step by step. Tomorrow we will take exclamatory because one day one type of thing. PT4, na? I'm going along with that revision test syllabus. We will revise. First of all, we will have exclamatory, then we will have imperative because imperative ones, so they are very easy. Okay, simply you have to add on advise, order, commanded, and all that, right? Yes, we have to use these. So I think those are quite easy. Okay, but the thing is, if I'm doing any topic in the class, revise it properly. Okay, otherwise there will be a problem. Okay, now side by side, I think we should also go for defining. You don't have to write down that in that question. It was not asked whether it was defining or non-defining. The question was that whether it is adverb clause, noun clause, or adjective clause. These are actually the three main categories of clauses. It was asked, but you people, actually one day before the exam, you people were so busy in discussing defining, non-defining in group. So your mind was occupied कि defining or non-defining categories है, but actually उसमें बताना था whether it is adverb clause, adjective clause, or noun clause. Clauses we will do, but this time I'm not going to do defining and non-defining. That I just told you as an additional, okay, exercise, but it was actually not in syllabus. So this time I'm not going to tell. Means something extra is always harmful for you people. Because फिर आप पेपर में wrong कर देते हो. Right? Okay. Of course, we will go. Now let us revise notice writing. Okay. So one writing skill we will also take daily. So now notice, today we are going to take up notice for events. For any competition, lost and found, it is very easy. It is of class 6 level. Okay, we are going to start for events, for any functions, for any competition, for any fair, for any kind of, you can say, camp to be held. Okay, so let us write. First of all, you will draw a box. First of all, what you will do, that you will draw a box. At the top, write down name of the institution, who is issuing the notice, and comma, city also. It must be in the center. You can underline it. Okay, then leave one line. On the left hand side, date. What will be the format? 11, for example, it will be 11 Feb, comma 2022. Huh? Huh, yes, it can also be written. Okay, so don't write down this word date here, because when I write down in date na here in class, you people think कि ऊपर date भी लिखनी है. No, date means you have to mention. This is the reason why I have now written date here. Okay, date means only date, not the word date. And then afterwards, corresponding to it, notice. It is notice, underline it. Then now, heading or title, here you can leave line if you want. It must be in capital letters. It must be short. It must be precise. Okay, suppose there is library week to be celebrated. Huh? Library week. Okay, so then title will be library week. Saksham, pay attention. Okay, library week. Okay, so now don't start it is to inform or it is going to be held. Start directly. Library week is going to be held. Okay, start from there, because that part you can say this is an old form. In older notices or obsolete form, it was that we are writing in this manner. It is going to be informed, or it is for the information of. If you have written it in this manner, it is not considered to be as wrong. But try to be bit, you can say, in a new way, write down, for example, library week. Okay, so first line, what will be? What, where, why, write down here. Okay, when we will write down in details. Why or reason or motive of event. Okay, now here classes can also be included. Okay, for example, library week is going to be held, okay, in the school for classes 6 to 12 or 6 to 8. Okay, right? Why? What is the reason? To develop reading skills. Why library week? Okay, to develop reading skills or to develop interest of students towards reading books. Mention the reason. Okay, sometimes we celebrate, you can say sometimes we celebrate some days. For that reason, we write down that we are going to celebrate it, right? Okay, then the details are as follow. Okay, then mention the details. Details are as follow. So here you will write down date, time, and venue. Venue means place. Suppose date, for example, suppose take some date 15 Feb 2 week है ना, take 1 week, suppose 22 Feb 2022. Time 9 to 2, 9, mention then AM, 2 PM, every day. Every day means that is every day it is going to be cell. Venue, school library. Okay, then where it is going to be celebrated at? School library. Okay, then now special instructions. Now what will be held? How library week to be celebrated? You have to work upon it. Okay, how? It means that first of all, every class will be given a special time to visit library. Okay, so special time, or it will be visit to library. Then competition, book reading competition. Okay, reading challenge or book reading competition. That is the, it is for this purpose only, right? Then some debate, debate competition, okay, on Debate competitions, okay, will also be held, and book fair, small book fair will be also organized. Exhibition of books. Okay, so these things you can include. So you will write down, there will be a special visit to library be organized for every class, during which the students can visit the library and read their own books in order to participate in book reading competition. And the person or the child who has read maximum number of books, okay, will be given cash prize of this much. Then there will also be debate competitions, as well as book fair will be organized, or book egg fair, including exhibition of books, will also be organized for the students, okay, for the benefit of the students, right? If you have written in this manner, then ultimately for more details, contact undersigned. Contact undersigned. Here interested student, because all are okay. So then ultimately here, name in capital, then signature means name in running hand, and then designation, who you are, suppose librarian or activity in charge, whosoever is issuing. So this is how the notice is to be written. Any doubt here now? Niche. First of all, in capital. Signature means your name in running hand. Some student, what they do is, ये ऐसे signature कर देते हैं. For example, Navkaran. What is this? Means your name in running hand. Clear? That's fine. Notice is also clear. This is how we are going to write down a notice. Okay. Tomorrow we will discuss one notice here also, how it is to be written. Fine. That's all for today. Okay, now if you have any doubt, you can ask me now. No need to do format in fair. Yes.